Hi guys, happy Art Friday. I am just going to jump right in. For today's class, you are going to need the materials that you should have picked up in the last week's material pickup day. You're going to need these two pages with the heart on them. You're going to need the small paper cups. You're going to need your plaster strips, and you are going to need this roll of masking tape and a bowl of warm water, but that stuff can wait until we are actually ready to start creating. But first, I want to go over just some housekeeping stuff. Attendance. I need to get the attendance form submitted on Friday for class. It doesn't matter if you aren't doing the project on Friday. I know I give you guys until the following Thursday to submit the project to me. However, I do need your attendance on Friday. So the attendance form is linked right here. Click it, fill it out, gloss over the assignment. If you want to wait to do it until next week, that's fine with me. As long as I get your image of your project by Thursday, that works. But I do need your attendance on Friday. So you need to go in, you need to submit it, look over the assignment, and then get the picture to me by the following Thursday, okay? But I know I've only gotten a few people who are submitting the attendance form anymore, so I have to mark everybody else absent, and I really don't want to do that. So please make sure you're submitting your attendance. All right. So we are going to start a sculpture unit. Hopefully that is a little bit more engaging for you guys. I know we had some choice projects that would hope to give you guys some opportunities to branch out and do some things on your own. But I'm hoping these sculpture projects will be a little bit more hands-on, get a little bit dirty like we kind of did in the art room before. Hopefully it's something you guys will enjoy, okay? So just an overview on sculpture. I know you guys are pretty well versed, but sculpture is three-dimensional, okay? So things are going to take up space. They are going to exist length, width, height. They're going to embody and take up some space. They can be realistic, so like the sculpture of the balloon dog here, or they can be a little bit more abstract, reflect shapes, like the bean here that is a part of the Chicago downtown area. All right, sculpture can be a variety of materials, including metal, stone, wood, clay, paper mache, wire, cardboard. You guys can kind of catch the drift here. So our project is we are going to do a modern take on the conversation heart. So those little candies that you get around Valentine's Day that have the little sayings on them. We're gonna do a modern sculpture project based on those. Okay, so a little bit of history about conversation hearts. They came about in the mid to late 1800s by a pharmacist named Oliver Chase. He invented a machine because cough drops were really high in demand at that time because they were sweet. People enjoyed them. Breath mints were also very popular. So he invented this machine to mass produce them. He realized a little bit later that it wasn't good to take medicine if you're not really sick. I wonder. Yeah, that's probably a really good thing. So he transitioned into just candy making because it was so popular. So he started making these colored wafers that you may have seen today. They are still sold in this picture in this top corner here. That's what he started making. And he came up with his own company, which later turned into the New England Confectionery Company, or NECO, which is still seen today. In 1866, he then figured out that he could use vegetable dye to press words into the candies. And there was a rumor suggesting that this was for the soldiers overseas. They could, oops, I spelled that wrong. So that they could exchange messages with their loved ones who were back at home in the States. That was just a rumor. It's not proven. I thought it was kind of sweet, so I included it In 1902, that is when the heart shape was introduced in the classic conversation heart that you see today. Something I didn't mention is there are different languages that you can get in conversation hearts, and they produce over 8 billion of those little hearts every single year. That's a wildly high number. All right, so to get started in our project, I want to do a quick little reflection. Okay, so just reflect on some current events that are going on right now. There seems to be a lot going on, a lot of really heavy topics, right? The 2021 new year, we are living through a pandemic. We are approaching the year mark that we have been in this pandemic. We have a new president, which has sparked a lot of controversy and media attention. There's a lot of social injustice, racism, climate change, a lot of hot topics swirling around in our current events right now. So I just want you to take a minute and just reflect on some things you've heard or seen, some opinions, values that you have, how you personally feel about some of the things that are going on. Okay. And then I want you to think about how you want to start your conversation for 2021. What message do you think needs to be said? What conversation do you feel strongly about? Is there a message that you'd like to share with others in this moment? How can you contribute to some of the conversations that are being had right now? As a student in this virtual learning pandemic setting, I'm sure you guys have a lot of feelings and thoughts about how things are going and how the world is shaping up to be, or how we can make progress and make the world or some things a little bit better than the way that they have been going. Okay, so I really want you to think about that for a minute, and yeah, just take a break, pause this, think about where you stand, how you feel about some of the topics that I mentioned before. All right, and when you are ready, we are going to dive right into the project, okay? So we are going to use the reflection activity and a combination of paper mache building to construct a larger than life about this size conversation heart to spark awareness of your own personal message, beliefs, values surrounding current events and issues. So in this picture, this is kind of my digitally created example, right? So we are going to make a three-dimensional conversation heart sculpture. The base of it, you see it's pointed here. We are actually going to make a flat base so that I can stand upright. And my message is, where is the love, right? I was listening to songs that were on my phone, and to throw it back a little bit, really, I'm not sure if you guys would know, but the Black Eyed Peas, they have a song, Where's the Love, right? And it came on the radio the other day, and I just thought that is so fitting right now with everything that is going on. A lot of people, they're just not acting and making the best choices, and where is the love that everybody used to have for each other? We've seemed to have lost it a little bit. So that's my opinion. You might have something completely different, but this is going to be a safe space where we all can share and appreciate and be open to other people's opinions, okay? So moving forward in this presentation, I'm going to break it down into steps. So on the slide for each step, there is going to be a video where I will demonstrate exactly how to do each part of this project, okay? So for today, we are going to get a bulk of the building complete, so that next class, you will have a sound structure. You will have to give it at least a day or two to dry. So please use your time management wisely when you are completing this project. If you do it Thursday, and we are going to need to have it dry and ready by Friday, it might not be dry in just one day. It might take two. Okay, so just think about that when you are completing this project in regards to what we are going to need for next week. All right, so go to slide 10 and click on the video link, and I will let you know how we get started.